Hello there, I'm Nancy and this is Connor, and we are going to explain the history of Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is day of romance and love, where candy, flowers and gifts are exchanged between loved ones, especially couples. It falls on the 14th of February and is celebrated in many countries around the world. Sadly, no one knows the exact origins of Valentine's Day because of the lack of written records.
Like Christmas, some scholars think that Valentine's Day was placed on the 14th of February because it was on the same day as a pagan holiday called Lupercalia. And it was to help transition the Romans from one holiday to the next.
Lupercalia wasn't for lovers but for shepherds and farmers. It was celebrated at the cave where it was believed that Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, was nursed by the she-wolf and was looked after by god of fertility, Luperacus. Farmers would sacrifice animals like dogs and goats to the god, hoping that their livestock would have a very fertile season.
Some historians and scholars think that the Roman holiday was the predecessor of Valentine's Day because a pope in the 400s, named Pope Gelasius I, stated that Valentine's Day was to be celebrated on February the 14th, the same day as Lupercalia.
Sadly, that's all the evidence we have supporting this hypothesis. We don't have things like letters and documents that shows Gelasius purposely putting Valentine's Day on the same day as the Roman festival. Even though it is well known that Gelasius hated pagans and also hated Lupercalia.
Others think that Valentine's Day was in honor of a saint named Valentine or Valentinus, but thanks to the excellent record keeping, we don't know exactly who he is. We found 3 saints named Valentinus in our research, and any one of them could have been the man that was honored with the day.
One legend states that in the 3rd century AD, Emperor Claudius II thought that single men made better soldiers and outlawed the marriage for young men. Valentine, who was a priest at the time, was outraged and continued to marry young couples in secret. He was discovered and was killed by the orders of Claudius.
Other legends states that Valentine may have been killed for helping Christians escape Roman prisons, or that he sent the first Valentine greetings from a jail cell that he was imprisoned in to his young lover.
You probably noticed that we didn't mention Cupid, and probably wondering when romance and Cupid become associated with Valentine's Day. Romance has become associated with the holiday in the late 1300s and early 1400s when the nobility started to send love letters to each other. It didn't become popular with the common people until the 1600s. Valentine's Day cards and merchandise has only become popular in the 1800s, and after World War II, it went into overdrive. This was when Cupid became popular. Cupid is based on the Greek god of love Eros, who has a bow and arrow, and the person who gets struck by one of his arrows will fall in love with the first person they see.
There are a lot of countries that celebrate Valentine's Day with their own traditions. For example, in the Philippines, the government actually hosts a huge marriage ceremony so hundreds of lovebirds can tie the knot. In Japan, a hanmei choco or true love chocolate if someone has a crush on you. If you are a friend or family member, then you will get a giri choco or obligatory chocolate. Finally, in Mexico, Valentine's Day is called Day of Love and Friendship in Spanish, where everyone regardless of relationship status can celebrate with flowers, cards and much more.
We like to thank you for watching this video and to ask you to please like and share so that other people can learn about the history of Valentine's Day.
Before we go, I just want to ask, what did one pig say to the other?
I don't know, Connor, what did one pig say to the other?
It said, "Don't go breaking my heart."